Hello student. Today I will explain you disaster management, third chapter of defense study. In the last chapter we have learned about internal security. We have learned that internal security is the act of keeping peace within the border of a sovereign state or other self-governing territories. Not only that, internal security also includes aspects like natural and man-made disasters. It brings together the police, paramilitary, and the armed force along with immigration and customs, firefighters, and the civil society on a single platform to tackle these disasters. Hazards. A hazard is a phenomena that has the potential to cause threat to life, property, environment, and normal processes. Hazards are of two types: natural hazards and human induced hazards. Natural hazards includes earthquake, flood, tsunami, landslide, and droughts, whereas human induced hazards includes industrial accidents, road accidents, and most of the fires. Natural hazards exist in some specific geographical area, while human induced hazards are due to human error or failure of some processes and could happen everywhere. Disaster. Disaster are the occurrence caused due to some hazards like that become active and go out of control. There are two types of disaster: natural disaster and man-made disaster. Natural disaster consists of earthquake, flood, landslide, tsunami, cyclone, droughts, precipitation, and cloudburst. Whereas man-made disaster includes road accident, fire, industrial accidents, and biological hazards. Natural disaster. First, earthquake. An earthquake is a sudden, violent shaking of the ground, typically causing great destruction as a result of movement within the earth's crust or volcanic action. The primary effect of earthquakes are caused by the surface ruptures along the fault and by the ground shaking through the earthquake energy release. The secondary effect are the effect that occurs directly as a result of this earthquake shaking and energy releases, that is the form of tsunami or landslide. When earthquake take place, it causes building structure to collapse. The collapsed building causes losses of lives and injuries. Large-scale epidemic spread because of decaying of dead and contamination of water. Sometimes the earth's surface cracks, water streams change their courses. There is tremendous economic loss and social ill effects. Floods. Floods is an overflow of large amount of water beyond its normal limit, especially over what is normally dry land. Flood occurs in many countries of the world. Almost 65% of India's mainland is prone to flood. Flood cause havoc in states like Bihar, UP, Maharashtra, West Bengal, Northeast states, and Orissa frequently. There are two types of flood: the flowing one and the second is sedentary one. The flowing ones are because of overflowing rivers, whereas the sedentary ones are because of heavy rain that causes submergence of low-lying areas in the urban centers. The rain data and the monitoring of water level allows a fire warning period today. Therefore, the people can be shifted to safer areas and can save their lives. Next is landslide. Landslide is a phenomena where mud and rocks that forms hill and mountains come sliding down with a great force. This is due to natural causes like heavy rain or human intervention done through buildings of railway lines, digging canals, digging tunnels, mining for gravels, etc. In 2005, several people lost their lives in Jui village in Raigad district of Maharashtra. In 2014, there was a massive landslide in Malayan village in Pune district. Next is tsunami. Tsunami is a Japanese word that means giant wave. A tsunami is a series of waves in a water body caused by the displacement of large volume of water, generally in an ocean on a large lake. Tsunami struck the coastal region in December 2004. Indian Ocean tsunami hit the coast of several countries of South and Southeast Asia in December 2004. On 26 December, an undersea earthquake with a magnitude of 9.1 struck off the coast of Indonesia island of Sumatra. One of the next 7 hours, tsunami, a series of immense ocean waves triggered by the quake, reached out across the Indian Ocean, devastating coastal areas as far away as East Africa. In March 2011, Japan suffered a great losses due to tsunami that has followed a massive earthquake. Tsunami waves are known to be as high as 30 meters. Tsunami warning systems are now available in the world. Tsunami waves travel nearly up to 1 kilometer island. It can submerge the coastal belt, destroy houses and infrastructures, and kill peoples. Cyclones. Cyclones are climatic hazards. Cyclones originate on the land masses as well as oceanic water surface. The latter one are more frequent and violent. Cyclone damages houses, infrastructure, uproot trees and electric poles, break overhead cables, cutting lines of communication. Cyclones are accompanied by the rain in the coastal areas. India's east coast experience cyclone quite often. Cyclonic winds are known to travel at a speed greater than 200 km per hour. The cyclone may spin clockwise or anti-clockwise and may be termed as cyclones or anticyclones. On October 29, 1999, a super cyclone slammed into the Orissa. This cyclone ranks among the worst natural disasters in India. Nearly 10,000 people died. More than 3.5 lakh houses were destroyed. Several villages were completely washed away. More than 2 lakh animals were killed and 25 lakh people were marooned. Droughts, heavy precipitation and cloudbursts. Droughts are greatly feared in India, impacting food production, the economy and the livelihood of millions of farmers. 60% of India's population is engaged in agriculture. Droughts can be classified in the following categories. Meteorological droughts occurs when there are long gaps in the normal rainfall. Agricultural droughts occurs when there is insufficient soil moisture to meet the need of a crop at a particular time. Hydrological droughts are the result of surface and subsurface water supplies from streams, rivers and lakes becoming scarce due to scanty rainfall. Socioeconomic droughts occur when water shortage starts to affect people's lives individually and collectively. Cloudburst is a sudden and very heavy rainfall. Mostly it is called that cloudburst occurs in connection with thunderstorm. In these storms, there are violent uprushes of air, which at times prevent the condensing raindrops from falling to the ground. A large amount of water may thus accumulate at high levels, and if the upward current are weakened, the whole of this water falls at one time. Now, warning of cloudbursts and precipitation is available through weather ladders. Now we are going to learn about man-made disaster. First is road accident. Road accident is caused due to overspeeding or driving in excess of prescribed speed, not wearing helmets or not using seat belts, drunken driving or driving under the influence of drug, overloading of vehicles, use of mobile phones or earphones while driving the road, violation of road sign, signals, traffic lights and roads or many times due to their ignorance, long hours of tiredness and fatigue of driver of the or negligence of traffic education. Pedestrian negligence also contributes to the road accidents, endangers their own lives. Fire. The number of deaths due to fire is very high in India. Nearly 8% of all death in India occurs due to fire. We hear of fire during festive season. We also see domestic fires occurring while using cooking gas. Fire also occurs in industries due to failures of machines and industrial process. Industrial accident. You may know the Bhopal disaster, also referred as the Bhopal gas tragedy, was a gas leak incident on the night of 2nd and 3rd December 1984 at the Union Carbide Industry Limited. It is a pesticide plant located in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. It is considered as among the world's worst industrial disaster. Over 5 lakh people were exposed to methyl isocyanate gas. The highly toxic substance made its way into and around the small town located near the plants. Most industrial accident occurs due to negligence, human error and non-standard operation. When safety rules are flouted, accident takes place. However, industries accidents are known to occur also as a result of some natural calamities, that is like earthquake and tsunami. Biological hazards. Biological hazards occur due to natural disaster as well as human behavior. Creation of garbage, contamination of river water, open drains and gutters, and unclean habits are the human-induced cause that result into the widespread disease and epidemic. Allowing water accumulation that enhance the chance of mosquito breeding, contamination of food and drinking water. Diseases like cholera, typhoid, malaria, dengue, chikungunya that spread through water and food communication and mosquitoes breeding. Prevention and preparedness. Prevention. It becomes possible to prevent man-made disaster due to research in new technologies. Government has played an important role in preventing disaster. Similarly, every citizen is an important player in preventing a disaster. Although natural phenomena like precipitation, movement of Earth's crust and lightning cannot be prevented, but precaution can be done to protect the lives and infrastructure could be taken to avoid losses and destructions. Preparedness. Many dangers, that is natural and human induced, lurks around all of us. Thus it is important for us to be well prepared and to face the danger. Preparations are of many types, that is creating warning system, having adequate resources, having reactive forces in readiness, and increasing awareness of the people, and most importantly have disaster management plan ready. Disaster management cycle process. The disaster management cycle illustrates the ongoing process by which the government, business, and civil society plans for and reduce the impact of this disaster, react during and immediately following a disaster, and take steps to recover after a disaster has occurred. Thank you.